Hello my marvellous sausages and welcome to this new season's weekly secrets video, and we do have a few interesting things happening. I'm sure more will unfold as we go. So we've got mysterious Starcats that we need to locate. We've also got secret chests hidden within the Coil, which is the new activity. Plus it looks like we've got a secret hidden message in one of the new seasonal weapons. But first of all, we're going to start with locations of the Starcats. Now, there are triumphs related to these. If you come into the Season of the Wish here, and then we go down to Secrets there. Here we are. Look, we've got Blind Well Starcat and Garden of Plenty Starcat. So we've got two to find this week. You can see the rest of them are all blanked out, look. So we're going to get, well, a few each week, I'd imagine. Probably 2 a week. So first of all, the easiest one to get is this one. It's the Blind Well Starcat. Now, oddly enough, it's in the Blind Well activity. So remember, you can actually gain access to the activity directly from orbit if you want to, or you can also access it by just walking there from the landing zone here in the Devalian Mists. So from the starting position, look, I've just beamed straight in. You need to run straight across. Of course, the trouble is, you're going to have lots of kick-ins in the face, so make sure you jump into a bubble like that to protect yourself. And then we keep on going over here, and then the cat is looking at the doorway straight from where you come in, look. So you present your gift. There is cat number 1 in the Blind Well. We also got an engram and a sword for that too. Now the next one is the Garden of Plenty Starcat in the Riven's Lair activity. So you have to be able to get access to the Garden of Plenty. So come to the helm and start the Riven's Lair activity. Now it is random which pathways that you get. So you have to just pop in and see which one happens. Now if you get the Garden of Plenty is dependent on what your objective is at the beginning. Because there's random really, you can get different ones. And now the one you're looking for, it says objective polysemy or polysemy, I don't know how you pronounce it. And then you can see, look, in the top right hand corner there, it says tautology. So it's not going to be in this run. Let's try again. So here we go, look, I've done this one. It says polysemy or polysemy. So we need to get now to the Garden of Plenty. Just play it through. This has taken me ages to get to this one. There's loads of them. There's at least 4 or 5 of them altogether, I think. So, yes, you have to be patient, as the Garden of Plenty is only in this particular mission run. So here we are in the Garden of Plenty, and you can see all the palaver happening over there. Well, the Pusscat is just over this way here. Be careful of the gittage, so we just want to go over this way here. We're going to go up around the corner to the left, and then you'll see it pop up on your radar. There it is, look, just drop down here, and there it is. Present a gift, thanks very much, lovely. Be careful of the gits. Now we're going to move on to the next new activity, which is called the Coil. Now, in this particular activity, there are hidden chests, and you can only open these chests. They're behind locked doors, and the doors will only open if you hit a certain amount of points. So after you've started the mission and you're here with Old Riven and you've picked up your tier boosts here, whatever you want to go with to make your life a little bit easier. I picked the damage increase, or decrease rather, from the bosses. Then there's areas in between the fighting arenas, which is where the chests are located. So we just got one open here, we'll jump in through, and then we'll go to the correct portal. So these sections here, this one's called Splintered Geode, for example. Now, what you want to make sure of is that, first of all, on your ghost, you've got something which is going to help you locate the chests. Now, I don't know what's going on. We usually had a 75-meter range detector, but it disappeared. So all we've got here is this one called the Wombo detector. Put that one on, and that'll show you the locations of your chests within a 50-meter range. And the chests are locked behind doors, like I said. Now, you've got our pointage down there. You can see we're currently on 0. But if you shoot the pots that you see around the place, you pick up the motes. You've got white motes and you've got red motes. The white motes are worth 100 points and the red motes are worth 500 points. So I know there's a couple of pots here. So we'll shoot those. Look at that. There we go. Pick them up. And all those came to 2,000. There we go. 2,000 points. Now, the pots are pretty easily found because, well, they've got glowy white stuff all over them. Let's go and see if we can find a few here. There we go. You can see we've got 2 there. Look, we'll pick those up. And our points are going up there nicely. Now then, the door is only opened when you reach a certain level of points, okay? And this first door, you can see there, my Wombo detector is working, look, because it's popping up there. You've got to have 8,000 points for the door to open. That's the first one. So I'll show you, I've got 5,000 points here. We'll just zip in and the door should still be shut. Yes, it'll say higher points required. So let's go and grab a few more thousand of these. So shoot that one. There's lots of pots on the way in. Just have to check them out really. We nearly there, 6,000, 7,000. And I know we've got a couple down here as well. Look, which should do us nicely. So let's shoot those. There we go. I've passed the 8,000. This is first pathway. A secret chest lies in wait. Pick up those. Make sure to pick up as many of those as you go. Now, the chests are booby-trapped, okay? So you've got to be careful. One of them's booby-trapped. So you can see here, we've got one there, and you can see the little circles. Those are where the knives come up. So we can pick this one up here, which is lovely. Great, there we are, lovely. And this second one, and you do get a Wish Engram, and you also get a Dreaming City weapon. But if you go to this one, I'll just hover in really closely. There we are. See, Pachink comes up there, look, which is excellent. And it's also got Subroutine Greed Lure Mimic, which I think is particularly hilarious. So you can't even open that one, but you just get killed in the face. Now, as you progress through the coil, you're going to have 2 battles and 2 of these intervening conduits where the chests are. So you're going to be able to open up 2 chests per run. And then remember, once you get to Riven, you can buy more buffs from her with the shards that you've picked up. And then you can go back in and do another run. And the more runs you do, the more rewards you get at the end. Don't just think it's a one and done thing. You can go back in and do a second run and a third run. But it does get incrementally more difficult. Now, I want to have a big shout out to Deathnell and Scribble Wizard, my wonderful mods who helped me figure some things out this morning in regard to the chests and actually how many points you need in order for each door to be opened, because it's progressive. Now, in that first one, like I said, it was 8,000 points that you need shooting your pots. But in the second one, you can see it here, look, we've got the chests there. It actually rose to 20,000 in order to open these chest doors. So you just plop down here, look, in the little alleyway. It's not too far. They tend to be hidden away in nooks and crannies. So hug the walls and you should find them. You can see there, look, it says requires higher score. But once we pass 20,000, then the door opens. And just to confirm that, you can see there's a message in the bottom there. First pathway, a second chest lies in wait, because this was our second run. So after we've beaten the final boss on the second run, then you come to Riven, you pick up your doodads. Don't forget to go and get your extra tier buffs. And then go and start another run, and for another set of chests. Now this one's called the Fetid Conduit. Again, get your Wombo detector on. Now the level of this next one does go up a bit. It's 30,000 in order for this door to be opened, but we'd already collected 34,000 worth luck. So we could just go and open that chest because the door's already open. Excellent. After we fought the boss, then we went to the second area. Be careful of that pervading darkness as well. It's really irritating. You've got to stand in these pools of light in order to reset it. But anyway, here we go. We're on to the chest in the second area after the first boss fight. It kind of cycles through 6 conduit areas, I believe. And they're always in the same place. Look, so here's the door. This one we couldn't open. We had to get to 45,000 points for that door to open. So I just stood there waiting until my wonderful helpers, yes, DK and Scribble, they grabbed enough, 45,000, and then the door opened. So we knocked that boss on the head, went through for our third run. We did have the chest to collect our goodies there, which was nice. Don't forget as well to get more buffs from Riven and then make your way in again. Now this next set is I think is the most annoying one of them all. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get them in this order, but it's the one with all the the spike traps all over the place. Okay, now this chest door only opens once you've gotten 60,000 points. Okay, so the first one you can see there, my Wombo detector straight away picks it up. It's up in the shelf in the top right-hand corner. So just be careful you don't get pushed off by the pinball bumpers, and they just fly across there, and there we go, there's the door. So there we go, points past 60,000, door opened, there we go, more chests, watch those booby traps. We completed the next boss fight. We came into the second Fetid Conduit. It's the same area, really, as the first one, or pretty similar. But what you want to do is you want to make your way over to the left-hand side, and then just before the portal where you leave for the boss fight, you can see the detector will pick up the locations of the chests there. Now, this one was 85,000. You can see I got 85,100. I just dropped down to the bottom, look, and there we go. The door's already opened. Now, there is another run after this as well. This one was incredibly difficult to do, and I have to hand it to Scribble. Me and DK got KO'd, and we had no revives left, and he beat the boss so we could have a little tickle at the 4th run, which we only had about 8 revives left to do between us. And because I was farting around jumping so much, I was dying all the time, falling down holes. So that was my fault that we lost all the revives. But basically, the ones I've already gone over, it was just a rehash of those in different orders. The levels do go up then after the 85,000, it goes up to about 100,000, and then I didn't get any further than that. But let me know in the comments if you found a higher amount, yes. But that's pretty much an increment of 20,000, I'd say. And finally, secrets-wise, I want to talk about this. Now, first of all, I want to give credit to a Reddit post that I read, which was by my Peace Out page. I'll leave a link in the description below. But if you have a look at the lore on this baby, look, we've got basically a huge pile of hexadecimal, or at least it was figured out to be hexadecimal. So they've translated this into an actual passage, which is incredibly interesting, and it's all there on the post for you to read. But I'll just tell you what it translates to. A churning singularity of shadow and mimicry beats again within cultivated chaos. Minds orbits gravity to bridge communion with a voice, to move from parallel to entanglement. They dream of a dark core contained with a timeless structure, a suspended return to the primordial. If not for this truth, why kneel? If not for this truth, why does it elude definition? Though not all agree on this. Not entirely sure what that means. And then it says at the end, Sol is salvation. So, well, it's quite poetic, and it does seem to be talking perhaps about the Black Heart and the Black Garden as well. Because people have been talking, if you read the thread, sounds like the Sol divisive to me. We know the Black Heart is an invitation of the Veil. It's very, very interesting. We're going back to the Black Garden, it would seem. Cultivated Chaos, well, that is a garden, I suppose, isn't it, as well? But anyway, I wanted to bring that to your attention because I thought it was really, really neat, and whether or not it's going to be pointing maybe something to do with the dungeon, perhaps. Who knows? But there we are. Nice little secret tucked away there. Now, we do have some other hidden secret triumphs. Look here, we've got 4 here. We don't have any idea what those are going to be for. And there's our sneaky Starcat all there as well. Plus another secret here too. But I'll wager that's all down to the new exotic bow that we're after. Let me know in the comments if you found out anything interesting. You know, something you thought, what's this? I must shout and tell people. Let me know, and if it's cool, I'll have a little investigation as well and see if it turns up anything else. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the vid, a like and subscribe would be totally marvellous. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.